Welcome to the Membership Guys podcast. Kick-ass advice and tips for membership site owners.
Well, hello there. Welcome to episode 239 of the Membership Guys podcast. I'm your host, Mike Morrison. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are listening to the show for the very first time, first of all, welcome. I'm so glad that you have found us. First thing you should do before we go any further, hit that subscribe button in whatever app, whatever tool it is you use to listen to podcasts, to make sure you do not miss a single episode of the show, because this is the number one podcast for proven practical tips and advice on growing a successful membership business. So if that's something you're into, you are in the right place. Today, we're talking all about membership launches. And I want to start with a phrase that just sends shivers up my spine and brings an ugly, sick feeling to my stomach. Build it and they will come. Ugh. While that approach may have worked for Kevin Costner in Field of Dreams, it most certainly does not apply to launching a successful membership website. Time and time again, we see cases where people are so entrenched in the process of building their membership site that they haven't even begun to think about how to get it off the ground. They haven't got a launch plan. Now, a good membership site launch plan needs to do three things. It needs to increase awareness, it needs to raise interest, and it needs to build demand. If you can do those three things, you put yourself in the best possible position to succeed when you open the doors to your membership. Now, over at membershipacademy.com, we cover the full strategy and the full process and timeline for plotting out your membership launch to make sure you get off to the best start possible. However, in today's episode, I just want to highlight 5 tactics and ideas and tips that are straightforward but very effective during your launch period and can very easily be combined with your existing launch plans to make sure your membership site gets off to a good start. So even if you're in the process of launching your membership, or you've got your whole strategy in the bigger picture plan for your launch all mapped out, then hopefully you can copy some of these tactics, some of these tips, use some of these strategies, throw them in the mix to help boost your launch and make it as great as it can be. So the first tactic to talk about is offering a free video training course. Perhaps the most well-known strategy in the online space when it comes to launching an information product, membership site, or an online course is Jeff Walker's product launch formula. While the strategy itself has various elements to it, it essentially boils down to this. Step 1, offer a free 3-part course on a topic that's related to your membership and use that as a lead magnet. So it's a free course and people sign up to your email list in order to get it. Step 2, deliver that course 1 video at a time, typically over a period of 1 to 2 weeks. Third, ensure that not only does each video teach something, but that the videos and the content also highlight the need for your product. And then step 4, end the course with a transition, a lead in to your upcoming product launch, in this case, your membership launch. There's a great deal more nuance and intricacy and psychology to what Jeff Walker teaches with his product launch formula. If you'd like to dig deeper, rather than going out and buying his course that teaches this, actually I'd recommend checking out his book. It's called Launch by Jeff Walker. It covers the strategy in depth. So having some sort of lead magnet, something that rolls out in real time, gives people a reason to give you their focused attention at a specific point in time, keeps them engaged, leads them organically into buying your product. It's a real kind of safe almost, because so tried and tested as an approach to take someone from being a fresh email lead to being ready or interested certainly in buying. Increasing awareness raises the interest and builds that demand. So offering that free 3-part video training course following the product launch formula, tried, tested, effective. Again, you can get all the ins and outs of what this strategy actually breaks down to in Jeff's book. That's Launch by Jeff Walker. Next idea you talk about is running a launch webinar. So you might not be doing a 3-part video training series, but webinars can be really effective. They're extremely popular for good reason. Assuming your membership site revolves around educational content, then it makes sense that a good place to start for finding new members is to tap into people who demonstrate a desire to learn something about your topic. So offering a live webinar on a relevant topic is a great way to generate qualified leads, teach them something of value, and then introduce them to your product as the organic, natural next step. The live aspect of running a webinar is particularly instrumental in supporting any sort of scarcity tactics that you employ in your pitch. So if you're launching, generally when you launch a new membership, you'll have a discount during that initial launch window. So if you're running a live webinar, then you can really stress the urgency and the legitimate scarcity of that promotional offer. So launch webinars, very effective. Third thing you can do is to run a teaser campaign to your existing audience. So as soon as you have a pretty good idea of what it is you're going to be offering in your membership, it's a good idea to put some form of waiting list online so that you can start gathering leads early. Once those people have joined your waiting list, it's then a good idea to check in with them from time to time in order to update them on the progress that you're making with bringing your membership together, whetting their appetite for what's to come with your new membership. And as you move closer to the actual launch of your site, then you can start to ramp this up, periodically sending information to your audience as well as posting teasers across your social media channels with tidbits of information about what's to come. So those teasers could just be details and specifics on when you're launching. Maybe you actually have a countdown going on. So, you're putting graphics up on social saying only 4 weeks to go, 3 weeks to go, all that sort of stuff. Your teasers could also include information about what's actually inside the membership. So, maybe it's a screenshot of a slide deck with a little caption saying, just writing things up on our course about widgets and doohickeys, whatever it is your membership's around. I think members are going to love this when we open in a few weeks. Those sorts of things. So you're giving them a little sample, a little tease that, again, it's going to capture their attention, whet their appetite. Maybe it's screenshots of the actual pages within your website as you're putting them together, your dashboard, course pages, behind the scenes videos. Again, teasing, more information, getting people wanting more, getting them excited for when you actually open the doors. Fourth thing to consider doing is orchestrating a content blitz. You'll notice that whenever a big movie comes out, its stars seem to pop up in every magazine, every interview, every podcast, every entertainment blog, every TV chat show. They become ambassadors for the forthcoming release. They are tasked with raising awareness and getting people excited and interested in seeing this new movie. In fact, this is considered the main part of their job. The acting is almost supplemental to the promotion. You need to become that ambassador for your upcoming product launch, strategically seeking out the blogs and the podcasts that are popular with your market, arranging guest blogging opportunities, podcast interviews, video interviews, doing joint webinars, getting in front of other people's audiences so you can advocate and publicize and promote your membership site. And obviously, these people aren't going to allow you on just to do a sales pitch, but if you can get in front of their audiences and demonstrate your credibility, share your expertise, show people that you are someone that they would benefit from learning more from and learning more about, then that coinciding with the launch of your membership site is going to give you a lot of added momentum. And of course, all of this should be complemented by ramping up your own content marketing efforts with a broad mix of material that is all designed to lead into your membership site or your online course during that crucial pre-launch period. Final thing to talk about is ensuring that you offer special launch pricing and bonuses. Scarcity and urgency are proven powerful elements when it comes to generating sales. Membership launches give us a fantastic opportunity to leverage genuine scarcity. That's my favorite kind of scarcity, genuine scarcity. None of these automated countdown timers and other tricks and gimmicks designed to create the appearance of scarcity. Actual scarcity comes from a launch. So it's very much worth tapping into that when you're bringing out your new membership site. If you're going to be offering a membership where you close the doors, so some memberships will only be open for a week, and if you don't join during that week, the door's closed. You can't join again until it reopens. With that model, which we'll not dive into, but I'm not the biggest fan of in most cases. But however, there are certain circumstances in which it's the best approach. That model has scarcity baked into it because you have specific opening and closing dates. You have limits on the number of enrollments. So again, emphasize this. It's genuine scarcity. So you should be emphasizing that as much as possible during your launch. For most memberships, which are going to be open all of the time, the simplest way to leverage scarcity during a launch is to offer discounted introductory pricing during your launch period. Now, we recommend limiting the discount to a specific time period rather than limiting it to a specific number of members. So rather than saying, for the first 50 members who join our membership, you will get a 25% discount. Don't do that. Because if you do that, and then a month later the offer is still on the table, it'll be clear that you have less than 50 members, right? Which probably isn't going to reflect as well on you as it would do if you had said, okay, for the first 2 weeks or until this date, anyone who joins up until this date will receive this discount, after which the price will go up to the regular price. And that means over 12 months, you'll be paying a lot more. So again, have discounted special launch introductory pricing during your launch period, limited to a time period. Have a time-based deadline rather than a set number of people who can get this discount. And you will see that will help give you that big initial influx of members that gives you a lot of momentum coming out of your launch. Same goes for bonuses too. So you can offer additional training, maybe bonus add-on products, maybe exclusive one-on-one sessions with you, anything else you think can sweeten the pot and add value for early adopters. Those special launch pricing offers and bonuses, again, that's really, really, really effective as a way of tapping into the genuine scarcity that'll come from your membership launch. And if you want some more ideas, again, this is just scratching the surface of some of the things that just universally work well for the vast majority of memberships. And we go far more in depth into launch strategies and planning and mapping out that whole thing within membershipacademy.com. The truth is, if you want more ideas, look at how other people run their own launches. Reverse engineering the marketing activities of other businesses is a great way of getting insight and ideas for your own project. So, if you know anybody who's launching a membership soon, keep an eye out for them, pay attention to what they do, and think about how you could possibly adapt some of the ideas and some of the things that work for them to suit your audience, to suit your membership. Hopefully this is useful for you if you're in that period where you're planning out your launch, or maybe your launch is underway right now and you're looking for an idea or two to help give it a little bit of extra pep. I would love to hear how many of these launch strategies that you're going to implement. I would love to know what other tactics you're thinking of trying out and how you're getting on with your own launch preparations. So let's keep this conversation going over in the free Facebook group. If you type Membership Mastermind into the Facebook app, you will find a group of over 14,000 membership site owners headed up by myself and Callie, and I'd love to keep this discussion going inside that group. Alternatively, you go to talkmemberships.com in your browser, then that's going to redirect you to our group as well. Can't wait to continue this discussion there. That is it from me for this week. Hopefully you've found today's episode useful. I'll be back again next week with another installment of the Membership Guys podcast. If you enjoyed this week's episode of the Membership Guys podcast, we invite you to check out membershipacademy.com. The Membership Academy is the essential resource for anyone at any stage of starting, growing, and running a membership website. Whether you're still trying to figure out what your idea is going to be, or whether your website is already up and running and you're just looking for ways to grow it and attract new members, then the Membership Academy can help you to get to the next level. With our extensive course library, monthly training, exclusive member-only discounts, perks and tools, and a supportive, active community to help you along the way with feedback, encouragement and advice, the Membership Academy is the perfect place to be for anyone looking to start, manage and grow a successful membership website. Check it out at membershipacademy.com.